पवित्रता की शक्ति से जीवन सुंदर बन जाता है। पवित्रता की शक्ति से जीवन सुंदर बन जाता है। आनंदमय हो मधुर मन, आनंदमय हो मधुर मन, मुस्कुराता है सफलता का द्वार खुल जाता है। पवित्रता की शक्ति से जीवन सुंदर बन जाता है। दिव्य चमक चेहरों पे लाए, मंजिल पर सहज पहुँचाए। योगी बनाकर जीना सिखाए, सारे जग को सुख पहुँचाए। संबंधों को सुखमय बनाए, रोग रहित इस तन को बनाए। बने राहे आसान सुखद सफर, बने राहे आसान सुखद सफर हो जाता है। सफलता का द्वार खुल जाता है। पवित्रता की शक्ति से जीवन सुंदर बन जाता है।
Om Shanti, and a very warm welcome and a sweet invitation to move forward. Come, come, come. This is a session on the depth and subtlety of purity, a class, and yoga experimentation from 7 to 7:30. So please do come forward. And welcome to those online watching across the world. Our speaker this evening is Sister Sheilu. Just raise your hand and give a wave if you are meeting Sister Sheilu again. And who met Sister Sheilu yesterday to get their wedding ring? Anyone? Yes, congratulations. So celebration for Shivratri and your wedding day. And that's how I remember Sister Sheilu actually, from my first Madhaban ring. But Sister Sheilu has a vast history of service to the Yagya. She first came across the Brahmakumaris at the tender age of 12 when, in 1960. And she was encouraged to study, and she graduated in science in Mumbai, and then surrendered. And from 70 to 74, she served in centers in India, in Mumbai, and in Bangalore and Hyderabad, and she also served in Kathmandu. And then in 76, Baba sent her to the continent of Africa, and she helped lay the foundations for the centers in several African countries and Mauritius. And then in 1976, instead of Sheilu Ben going out to the world, Baba said, "You stay and I'll send the world to you." And so she's been in Mount Abu since then. And for many of us, me included, a welcome sight, because she's there for us in the global office. And we really feel at home when we meet Sister Sheilu. She's fluent in English, Sindhi, and Hindi. And she has that very special role of being the one who translates Avyat Bapdada into English. And so many of us heard that voice before we saw the face. Who heard Sister Sheilu's voice before they saw the face when they came to Madhavan? Lovely. Now, Sister Sheilu coordinates the education wing and the Raj Yoga intensives, where thousands of people come to study Raj Yoga. And she's also a very popular speaker for smaller groups of double foreigners, IPs, here in Abu and in the media as well. 8 channels I counted, and so a very popular voice. She's traveled to 60 countries worldwide, and giving that message of the value of a meditative life and a values-based life, and helping people make those steps towards a Raj Yogi life. So, without taking up any more time, let's welcome Sister Sheilu for this topic of the depth and subtlety of purity. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Dadi Janki used to say this 3 times, Om Shanti, 3 times, and then give the meaning of it. Who am I? Whom do I belong to? And what am I supposed to do? I am a peaceful soul. I belong to the ocean of peace, and I'm supposed to spread peace in the world. So today, the topic is the depth and subtlety of purity. Because peace cannot come without purity. Purity is the mother of peace and happiness. And in today's world, why is there no peace and happiness? Because there is no purity. And because there is no purity, this world has become a veritable hell. In Golden Age, why was there peace and happiness? Because there was purity. So purity is the mother of peace and happiness, and without purity, there can never be peace and happiness. And Baba comes to establish purity, peace and happiness in the world, which is called Golden Age. When Baba comes, he establishes 3 things actually. First of all, he establishes the deity religion. The religion which has gone into oblivion. Oblivion means the memorials are there, but that religion is no longer existing. We have memorials in every religion of these deities or angels, so it's there. But when did they come? Who were they? How did they become that? And where were they? Nobody knows. Although there may be stories about them, but then so many long tales. And therefore we say that this original deity religion, the most ancient original deity religion has gone into oblivion, but it definitely did exist. If any memorials are there, it means it must have existed before. But today it is no more. So who establishes this deity religion? Only God. Prophet souls, they establish their different religions. But drama, we can say that they did not talk much about purity. They did talk about peace, happiness, love, so many other qualities, but not about purity. And actually, why they did not talk about purity? Because the impure world had started. And there was really no need to talk about purity as well. Why? Because the pure souls came from the soul world, and they already had purity in them. But there was no peace and happiness, and that's what they gave sermons on. But when God comes at the fag end of Kali Yuga, Iron Age, none of these three, purity, peace, happiness, exist. And God has to establish that deity religion which has gone into oblivion once again. And for the establishment of any religion, purity is very, very essential. All the prophet souls could establish their religion because of their purity. But when the souls of deity religion, they come down the ladder, no one is pure. So God has to teach purity and thereby establish the deity religion. So God establishes three things. First of all, He establishes the new, a most ancient, but now new, we can say, deity religion through purity. And the second thing God establishes, which today has gone into oblivion again, it is kingdoms. Today, there are hardly any kingdoms ruled by kings. There is democracy, people ruling over the people on the basis of votes. Kingship is hardly there. Even if there are the kings, but they're all namesake. They don't have any power. So God establishes a kingdom. When kingdoms finish, then God establishes that once again. And in golden age, there will be a kingdom. And how is a kingdom established? Religion is established on the basis of purity. And the kingdom is established on the basis of, we can say, constitution or the laws for that kingdom. So laws are made, and everybody has to abide by those laws. And therefore, when Baba comes, he not only emphasizes on purity, but he also emphasizes on the different maryadas, disciplines, principles which are needed for the kingdom. But then all are not able to follow these disciplines, principles or maryadas 100%. And on the basis of that, so many different status is created in the golden age. Some who follow all the disciplines accurately, all the principles accurately, then they become kings and queens. And those little less, then they become subjects. And those who hardly practice it, they become the servants. So that's how status is created in a kingdom. But again, Baba says, although in Kali Yuga there were kingdoms, but in Kali Yuga there was no happiness and peace. Also already, although there was different status was different, but no peace and happiness. Neither the king nor the subjects, none of them have peace and happiness. But in golden age, although the status is different for each one, but everyone has peace and happiness because of purity. So purity is the basis for establishment of a religion and also for establishment of a kingdom. And thirdly, God comes and establishes a family, pure family life, because this world runs only on a family. Many renunciates came in this world, but through renunciation, the sannyas religion, which was like a branch of the kalpa tree, no family was established. On the contrary, they left their family to become sannyasis or sages or saints. They came in order to protect or to actually help the world, to protect the world from too much falling down or too much of sorrow and unhappiness. So they actually helped in supporting the world, but not in creating pure family life. And this world is actually based on a family life, right from golden age until end of Kali Yuga, iron age. So God established the golden aged family, that family which actually got scattered all over the world, which was at the beginning of golden age. We can say the whole kingdom of Lakshmi Narayan was like a family. 900,000 souls at the beginning of golden age, they were all in the royal family. Of course, different status. And how gradually they increased, the members increased, and then from Copper Age onwards, they scattered into the whole world. And then at the end of Iron Age, when Baba comes, he has to bring all those family members of the Golden Age back into this one world family. And we say we all belong to one world family, a family of many colors, so many different colors of the skin, but we are all one family, the family of God. So how does he create this family? By giving the knowledge of the soul and Supreme Soul. Who are you? You are a soul, you are not the body. You have to see each other as a soul. In every Murli, Baba talks about that. You have to remember the Supreme Being, you have to remember Baba, the Supreme Soul. So be soul conscious and remember me. This is how that one world family will come close to each other again, with Baba as a magnet, and that magnet being pulled, or magnet pulling all the needles into that one family of God. So Baba gives the knowledge of the soul, and whose children are you? You are the children of one Father. And therefore you're all brothers and sisters. So through this knowledge, Baba establishes the new world, a new family, a pure family. And then pure family life comes into existence from Golden Age. But again, the basis is purity. That is why Baba emphasizes so much on purity. So what exactly is purity? Let us go into the depth of it and the subtlety of it. It is not merely celibacy. It is much, much more than that. Celibacy is the first step towards purity. And if we come to know why celibacy is important, then we can practice it easily. And then we go higher and higher than that. Celibacy is just abstinence from any type of sexual attraction. But that alone is not enough. Purity has to come not just in actions, but it has to come also in words, in thoughts, in our feelings, in our attitude, in our relationships, in our vibrations. Purity is needed in all that, and that is the subtlety of purity. Even in our dreams, well, other things we can understand and maybe control them, but dreams, you can't control your dreams. And what are dreams based on? They are based on your own sanskars. So what type of dreams am I getting? From that I will know what my real sanskars are. And therefore, as dreams are not under our control, but Baba says even in your dreams there is need for purity. So purity in thoughts, words, actions, relationships, attitudes, feelings. And the biggest part of all that is honesty inside and outside. Real honesty. Whatever is inside should be outside. If inside I'm something else and outside I'm something else, definitely that is not purity. It is true honesty. It is true truthfulness. And that is why the highest word used is truth. What is truth? God is truth, we say. God is love, we say. So God is truth, and He teaches that truth. And purity is part of truth. Because in my original nature, I am a pure soul. So I come back to my original nature. the truth of purity. And purity is not just internal, also external. Because whatever is inside will come outside too. It will definitely come outside, however much you may hide. But one day it will be revealed. That is why there is a very beautiful saying, watch your thoughts, for one day they will become words. So whatever you don't want to say to others, don't even think about that. So watch your thoughts, for one day they will become words. And watch your words, for one day they will become actions. Because whatever you say, you will definitely do it one day. And watch your actions, for one day they will become your habits. Because actions done repeatedly become habits. Watch your habits, for one day they will become your personality. Your habits create your personality. Personality is not just wearing good clothes or speaking nicely. It's part of personality, no doubt, but true personality is your thoughts, words, actions, attitudes, feelings, your behavior, everything. All that comes in personality. And the inner personality will reflect your external personality. So external personality, if it is not internal too, then that personality is not true personality, it is an illusion. So watch your personality, for that will form your destiny. Your destiny will depend on your inner personality. You know, there's a very interesting saying. It is said that God made man, but a tailor made a gentleman. God made man. When a child is born, he is born without clothes, no? He doesn't have clothes when he's born from the womb of a mother. He's without clothes. But then a tailor makes clothes for him. And one day he wears a beautiful suit and he looks so handsome, so beautiful. So God made man and a tailor made a gentleman. But oh gentleman, ask yourself, how gentle are you? How gentle are you? Gentleman does not mean wearing a coat and pant and a tie and say, oh, I have a personality. But how gentle are you? Because gentility is the real personality. When Baba talks about humility, Baba talks about easy nature, all these different values. And if these values are not there, then we say that the life also is of no value. Values in life are the basis of value of life. And therefore life is very valuable, but then that depends on how many values you have in life. That's why these virtues are also called values. So Baba talks about purity because Baba is establishing a new world, new religion, new kingdom, new family. And it is this purity which really has led to so many obstacles in the yajna. In the yajna, right from the beginning, Purity was the first thing Baba told us. Children, be holy, be yogi. At the time when the sisters surrendered in the yajna, they came running to Baba, and Baba protected them, looked after them in the yajna, because they got visions of destruction. They got visions of the new world. They got visions of Sri Krishna. And because of those visions, they were so attracted towards Baba. It was all Baba's magic, which worked at the beginning, and they all were pulled to Baba. They didn't think of their families, their homes, their children, the wealth they had, nothing. They just left everything and came running to Baba. And Baba looked after them, sustained them. But then, after that, so many obstacles came. People were so afraid of coming to this institution. They would say, oh, these Brahma Kumaris, they will make you a brother and sister. They will make you pure. Lead a pure life, celibate life. Don't go to them. They will do some magic on you. Don't look into their eyes. They used to say, because their eyes have magic. Don't eat their food, because their food also has magic. That's what they used to say. And Brahma Kumaris did not get accommodation. They did not get any apartments for making centers. No, we won't give to the Brahma Kumaris. They break households. So much was spoken against the Brahma Kumaris. And many came and told Baba, Baba, this knowledge is so good, but this celibacy, that is an obstacle. If you remove this celibacy from your syllabus, from your disciplines, then you will get hundreds and thousands and millions of people in this organization, because it is very good. But Baba said, no, that is a basis. How can I say, okay, don't worry, okay, you may not be celibate. Celibacy is a must, because God is establishing a deity religion. And for establishment of a deity religion, purity of thoughts, words, actions, all this is an essentiality. And therefore it is a must. And this is why so many obstacles came. But Shiv Baba, the first thing he did was make everyone take a pledge, a vow. I will lead a pure and yogi life. And see, in yesterday's Avyakt Murli too, Baba spoke about the vow of purity. On the path of devotion, on Shivratri day, Shiv Jayanti day, people keep a vow, they abstain from food. But just abstaining from food is not enough, and that they do only for one day, that's all. But here Baba says, it is chastity, it is true purity, and in this birth, if you become pure, you will be pure for 21 lives. Basis is this one birth of purity, in which God is establishing a pure deity religion. So Baba takes us so far. And Baba said, a day will come when this purity will be so essential that people will say, yes, this is the need of the hour. In yesterday's Murli, you must have heard, Baba spoke a lot about family planning. Family planning. Because in those days, the Sakar Baba's time, this family planning was much in India, because the population was growing a lot. When India became independent in 1947, the Britishers left India. There used to be a slogan in India, because Mahatma Gandhi was the leader, and he hardly wore any clothes. He used to wear just a small dhoti, that's all. He would not cover his chest, but just one dhoti, on his legs, that's all. And they used to say, in Hindi the phrase was, 40 crore ka ek langoti wala. Because of the langoti, that little, the cloth he used to wear around his waist, that's all. And then be without the top. And he used to travel and travel everywhere, and people used to follow him. And how he became instrumental in giving independence to India. But then at that time there were 40 crores. But now India's population is 140 crores. 100 crores increased in just 78 years. You can imagine in India. So much population. And each year, more than 1 crore, we say 1 crore means you can say 10 million. 1 crore people increase in India. It's more like just one country, whole country's population. So much population in India. And therefore at that time, the government had introduced this family planning. We two and our two, that's all, only 2 children, no more than 2 children. And even now the government says, if someone has more than 2 children, then you won't get a government job. They have introduced this now, because the population is growing like anything. But they use all artificial methods to not have children. Artificial methods, you know what the methods are. But nobody talks about celibacy, because they think, sex lust is like eating food. That's what Freud said. Freud, he was a Western philosopher who said, sex lust is like eating food. Just like you will die if you don't eat food, similarly, if you won't have sex, you can die, So essential sex lust is. And sex, of course, is the cause for children to come into this world, for population to grow. But nobody spoke about celibacy, no one. Not even the Prophet's souls. But from Copper Age onwards, population did increase. Nobody spoke about yoga power, that you can get children through yoga power too. They spoke only about sex, that's all. That was the only method through which they could produce progeny. But when God came, He said, now you have to lead a celibate life. No more essentiality of any more children. Why? Because you have to lead a pure life. Anyway, this world is going to finish. Where is the future of the children who are being born now? There is so much of chaos in the world, so much of sorrow and suffering. And Baba does not want this world the population in the world to increase further. But of course, those souls who are in the soul world, they have to come down. So in spite of the governments trying to stop population growth, but Baba says it cannot happen because the souls have to come down on earth. But then we are seeing how quickly the population is growing in Bharat in particular in the not everywhere in the other countries. In some countries, the population is going down. But here, fertility rate is very high, and that is why population keeps growing. But then to stop that, Baba says, the highest method is purity, celibacy. But not just celibacy, go higher than that. And in Bharat, celibacy is given importance a great deal. You know, when people become sannyasis, they give up their household, they give up their families, they give up their wife, and they go and live in the ashrams and lead a celibate life. So there's a very interesting story. I don't know how much true it is, but it's in the scriptures. So the story goes that one person became a recluse, a sannyasi, and started living in the ashram, where everybody is celibate, the sannyasis. So one of them came to his guru and said, Guruji, I cannot remain celibate. That urge for sex lust is there in me. I cannot live without it. So the guru told him, okay, go back to your family, but indulge in sex only once a year, that's all. Only once a year. So he went back, and after 1 year he came back and said, Guruji, it's too little. My thirst for sex is not quenched. I cannot stay without it. Then the guru told him, okay, go back to your family and indulge in sex only once a month, that's all. Not more than that. Then after a month he came back again. He said, I'm not satisfied. I'm still thirsty for sex. Then the guru told him, okay, do it once a week, but not more than that. But again he came back after 1 week and said, not possible. And then the guru told him, okay, go and indulge in sex every day. But before you do that, create your own grave. Create your own grave, because the more and more you're indulging in this vice, you are going closer to your grave, your death. If you want to do that, then go and indulge in sex every day. Never mind. And he realized, so much importance is given to purity. But then when Baba talks about purity, he says you don't have to leave your family. You have to live together. Husband and wife living together and keeping the sword of purity in between the two with the vision of soul consciousness. I'm seeing my soul brother. And that will enable you to lead a pure life, living in the family. So Baba teaches us the middle method, the middle path. There is one path which is the path of extravagance, the path of materialism, you know what we see in the world, only materialism and vices. That is one extreme end. Enjoy to your maximum, eat, drink and be merry. You have only one life to live, that's what it is said. And therefore this is the time to enjoy. Don't think of the future. Don't think of the past. Live in the present only. But in India, in Bharat, we believe in karma philosophy and rebirth. So karma philosophy and rebirth has such a deep meaning that this is not your only birth. It's not just the present. The present is based on the past. And this present will lead to the future. So make your present so elevated that you are able to create a very great future. Because it is all the three aspects of time which we have to understand. And the cycle is based on that. Karma, philosophy, and rebirth. So Baba has taught us this, that you have to neither be so materialistic that you think eat, drink and be merry, that's all, you have nothing else to do. This is the only moment to enjoy. Nor does Baba tell us to renounce everything and become a sannyasi. No, you don't have to leave your family. Many say, then why did those at the beginning leave their families? Why did Baba allow them? Baba allowed them because a foundation was to be created. A foundation. And then for 14 years, our dadis did tapasya in Karachi. So in those 14 years, they became so strong, the foundation became so strong that after that, this organization could grow. It was Brahma Baba who dedicated, who surrendered his body, mind, wealth in the yajna and willed all his property in the name of 8 sisters. They became trustees, and Baba was detached and loving. And how they ran the yajna. Baba put the sisters in the front. So that was the foundation. But now Baba does not allow to leave your family. You have to look after your family, you have to look after your children. You have given birth to your children, so you have to sustain them. Parents have to sustain their children. No, they have given birth, so they have to sustain. So you have to live in your family, but how you should live in your family? Like a trustee, considering everything to be of Baba's. This body belongs to Baba, the mind belongs to Baba, the wealth belongs to Baba, everything belongs to Baba. The sannyasis renounced everything because they considered everything to be Maya. Maya, they say. They say wealth is Maya, so we don't touch wealth. And Baba says wealth is not Maya. Wealth is needed in life, no? Without wealth, what will you eat? Where will you stay? What will you wear? So food, clothing, shelter are needed, and for that you need money. So wealth is not Maya, but the greed for wealth, that is Maya. So greed is Maya, not wealth is Maya. Then the sannyasis say children are all Maya, children. So they leave their family, they leave everything. They don't want to take any responsibility of their children, which they have created. They say it's all Maya. But Baba says, no, children are not Maya. They are so sweet, so pure. How can you call children Maya? But yes, attachment towards them, that is Maya. So greed is Maya, attachment is Maya. Then the sannyasis, why they leave their family? Because they say a woman is Maya. Woman is a serpent, a female serpent, a snake. She bites. That's what they say. A woman is like fire, and man is like a pot of ghee, pot of butter. If butter goes near fire, what will happen? What will happen? It will melt, no? So if a man goes in front of a woman, he will be attracted. And therefore, many of them don't even see the face of a woman. I have seen many ashrams where sannyasis, they give lectures, sermons. But women are not in the front. Women are behind, back. There's a wall with with holes. And the women are in darkness, sitting in darkness, and they are watching the Guru through those holes. But the Guru can't see them. They can see the Guru, but he can't, because the light is only on men, not on the women who are sitting in darkness. Because a woman is considered to be a doorway to hell. I read a book, how sannyasis, they renounce, they have hatred for sex, they have hatred for family, they have hatred for a woman. So there was a book, and in which it was shown a very beautiful woman, very, very beautiful, beautiful clothes, very pretty, And then the second photo was of a skeleton. And at the bottom it was written, loving a woman physically or indulging in sex with a woman is like falling in love with a skeleton. Will you fall in love with a skeleton? Would you love a skeleton? How can you? No skin, no muscles, no, what is a skeleton? It will crush even if you touch it. So this is how they used to have, hatred for a woman. But what does Baba say? Baba says a woman is not a doorway to hell, but a woman is a Shakti. A woman is a Shakti, Shiv Shakti. Because in Bharat, Shaktis are worshipped. Women have been worshipped in Bharat. And that's what Baba says. Lakshmi comes before Narayan. Radhe comes before Krishna. Sita comes before Ram. So a woman comes before the man. But, later on how it changed. It became Mr. and Mrs. Mr. comes first and Mrs. comes after that. So a woman comes next. She's always behind the man because man is in the front. It's a man-dominated world today. But when God comes, He puts the Shaktis, the women in the front. And today is 8th of March. 8th of March is considered International Women's Day. No? Today is International Women's Day. We have a special wing for women. Many people ask, why you have special wing? We have different wings of different professions. But why a special wing for women? Then you should have a special wing for men also. Because women, half population of the world is women and half population is men. So you should have a wing for men too. We say no need for men because already this world is a man-dominated world. But women need to be raised. A woman is like a pivotal point. Like a pivotal point, the focus. If that goes down, everything goes down. And if that rises, everything rises. So if a woman falls in her purity, the whole world falls. When a woman rises in her purity, the whole world rises. And that is why even in the Bible, they have actually defamed Eve, Adam and Eve. First of all, how they have defamed Eve? They have said that Eve is like a rib, one rib of Adam. Like a rib, only one rib of Adam. And secondly, God told them, don't eat the forbidden fruit. And for 1,000 years they were in paradise, they didn't eat the forbidden fruit. And one day the Satan came and said, eat it. Then Eve encouraged Adam, don't listen to God, listen to Satan and eat that forbidden fruit. And Adam and Eve ate that forbidden fruit on Eve's push. Of course, by Saturn. We say Ravan. So Saturn. And when they ate that forbidden fruit, God cursed them. Go into hell now. And what will you experience in hell? A woman will give birth to a child in pain. There will be pain in giving birth to a child, and a man will have to toil hard to earn for the livelihood of the family. So woman has to be like, behind the man all the time, because man becomes the money producer and she has to always beg for money. But how gradually, when Baba came into this world, he came in 1936-37, we say. Baba put the Shaktis, the mothers in the front. Shiv Shakti avatar, incarnation of Shiv Shakti. And the scriptures do say that when there were many devils, evil in the world, God created the Shaktis, Durga, Amba, Kali, so many goddesses are worshipped in India. So God created them to destroy the devils, the evils. Because Shiva could not do it alone, so he created the Shaktis. So God put the sisters in the front. And we say with pride that this Brahma Kumari's organization is a women-run organization, the highest women-run socio-spiritual organization in the world, run by women. Well, many say you say Brahma Kumaris. Why don't you also say Brahma Kumars? We say, of course, we have Brahma Kumars, but Brahma Kumaris, they are the leaders. They are leading this institution. Baba put Mama in the front. Although Brahma Baba was the chariot of Shiv Baba, but he put Mama in the front. And the Shaktis in the front. And how this yajna ran. So a woman is not Maya. A woman is not a serpent, a snake. A woman is not fire, but a woman is a goddess. But that goddess today has become downtrodden. It is lowered so much. And then God raises her and tells her, do not consider yourself to be a woman, but consider yourself to be a soul and see everyone as a soul. Baba says even brother-sister relationship can lead to impurity. Yes. Brother-sister relationship is such a pure relationship, but even that can become impure. I remember when couple came to Madhuban, and for a few days, and they were supposed to stay for 1 week. But then after 3-4 days, they said they had to go back. Why they had to go back? Because the young children, one girl, one boy, were at home alone, and they were afraid that brother and sister alone in the house is not really safe. So they had to go back soon. So even brother and sister living in the same house, they cannot lead a pure life. They won't. Because the body consciousness is so high. So what was the forbidden fruit which Adam and Eve ate? It was the forbidden fruit of body consciousness, Baba says. In golden age and silver age, they were all soul conscious. And that soul consciousness was revealed when the soul was to leave the body. At the ripe age of 150, with, they say the soul felt that now this body has become old, now I must relinquish this body. So with its own desire, the soul would leave the body and it would get a vision of a new birth, a new baby in which it will take birth. And the soul would leave the body happily. Today, there is so much fear of death. Why should there be fear of death? There's no need to fear death. Because what is death? Death is just changing your costume, that's all. You leave one costume and wear another costume. So death means leaving the costume. And birth means taking a new costume. Why should you be afraid of changing your costume? But today people are afraid of death. Why are they afraid of death? For 5 reasons, we say. And these 5 reasons were not there in Golden Age. The first reason is body consciousness. I will die. I will die. And Baba says, you never die. Gita, the scripture Gita, the second chapter of the Gita is all on the soul. Because when God tells Arjuna to use his bow and arrow and kill these relationships, kill. He said, how can I kill them? And God gives him the knowledge of the soul. You cannot kill them because they won't die. This is only physical body. You are a soul, so you can never die. So knowledge of the soul is given in the Gita, the second chapter. So Baba, the first thing Baba gave was to give knowledge of the soul at the beginning of the yajna. So see everyone as a soul. So there's no fear of death. I never die. I was never born. And this is the truth. Is only change of costume. The second fear of death is the fear of losing whatever possessions you have. The fear of losing those possessions, your house, your money, your wealth, whatever, of losing that. Because when you die, everything will be left behind. You brought nothing of them and you will not take anything of them. So losing that makes them afraid of death because they have so much attachment to it. So first is the body consciousness, the ego of the self. The second is the attachment to possessions. And the third is attachment to people, relationships. It's easy to forget your wealth and all that, but relationships, where there are karmic accounts, it's so difficult to forget them at the time of death. And Baba teaches us to practice that beforehand. All your relationships are with Baba. And for finishing attachment to possessions, always think that I'm only a trustee of them. They all belong to Baba. So no attachment to possessions, no attachment to people. And therefore, when you leave the body, you go in Baba's remembrance. And the fourth reason of death, fourth reason for, fear of death is the fear of the future. Because they know that they are a soul, and so there is a maybe to travel, where to travel to. You'll go to heaven or you go to hell. But then fear of death is because of the future. What will happen in the future? So fear of that ignorance of the future makes them afraid of death. And the fifth fear is the fear of all the sinful actions they have done in their life. Because at the end, all those actions come in front of their eyes. And they know that they have to be punished for those sinful actions. God is there to give justice to all. There is justice in God's home. There is no injustice. So each one will get justice. The day of judgment will come when you will all be judged for your actions. And therefore Baba tells us not to fear death. Why? Because your future is very bright. You do righteous actions in this life, and thereby you make your future so bright that for 21 births you will not experience any sorrow. And you create such good karmic accounts. The righteous actions you accumulate, which you carry with you. Those who have committed only sinful acts, they will not carry those sinful acts also with them. They'll have to be punished and they have to finish their sinful acts. So Baba says now you have to finish all these sinful acts through yoga power. You have to destroy them. You have to go above them. Through yoga power, you finish all your karmic accounts, your all past sinful actions. You burn them. And then you accumulate righteous actions which you carry with you. And they will accompany you to golden age. And those who have not done any righteous actions in life, and they have committed only sinful actions, they will be punished, and through punishment, all those sinful actions will be absolved. And you absolve your sinful actions through yoga power. So there are two ways to finish your karmic accounts. One is through yoga power, and the other is through punishment power. So you decide what you want to do. Yoga power is with love for God, all relationships with God. And punishment power is through sorrow and suffering. So how do you want to finish your accounts? So at this time of the confluence age, Baba says, don't create new karmic accounts. Whatever you have already, finish them. You don't leave them. Don't leave them, don't renounce them. Live with them, but don't create new karmic accounts. Okay. Don't create new karmic accounts. And thereby finish everything, have all relationships with one Baba. So this is the subtlety and depth of purity. Okay? Understood? Yes? Did everyone understand? Yes. So that's how far Baba wants us to go and be in that state of purity, and thereby return home with Baba in Baba's canopy of protection, sitting on Baba's eyelids and flying with the wings of zeal and enthusiasm, and then returning home with the Father. Okay. So now, having understood all this subtlety of purity, let us sit in Baba's remembrance and think of the self as a pure soul. Go back to your original state of consciousness. Okay, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. And a big thank you to Sister Sheilu. And an invitation for those who need to take the bus to Pandav Bhavan to quietly make your way to the transport department. And the rest of us, let's enjoy going into that state of pure thought and rising above everything that would pull us into fear and attract us to an old way. So thank you.
So go back to your original stage, your true state of awareness, your pure state of consciousness. experience yourself to be in your deity state. I am a pure soul in a pure body. Golden aged body. Experiencing purity, peace and happiness in life. Pure body, pure mind, pure wealth, all pure relationships, pure feelings and attitudes. How pure I am. I realize my original state of purity in the soul world and also in the golden aged world. Of their purity. At the confluence age too, I become a pure Brahmin. I radiate purity through my eyes, my words, my actions. I give sakash of purity to all. So that they too experience their purity. I then become an angel. Angel also reflects purity. I have an angelic body, a body of light. So pure, so clean. So light. How fortunate I am for having come to know my original purity. Now, Baba, I promise you that I will attain that purity again. I will definitely fulfill your hopes, Baba. As I am your worthy child. I am your obedient child. I am your truthful child. I will remember only you, Baba, and none other. You are the ever-truth, the benefactor, the ever-beautiful one. A point in form and an ocean in virtues. All my relationships are with you. My mother, father, teacher, Sadguru, friend, beloved, also my child. I am only a trustee of what you have given to me. I am detached and loving, pure and peaceful. Light and powerful. Thank you, Baba, for all that you have bestowed upon me. Thank you, Baba. Thank you for keeping that faith in me. Thank you for remembering me.